Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad was a Malaysian 4th and 7th Prime Minister, was born on 10 July 1925 at Lorong Kilang Ais, Seberang Perak, Alor-Setar, Kedah. He was the youngest from 9 siblings and was called Cik Dek. His father, Muhammad bin Iskandar, was a first Malay principal teacher teaching English subject, while his mother, Wan Tempawan binti Wan Hanafi, was a homemaker. Tun Dr. Mahathir grew up in a modest household with strong emphasis on education and discipline. Tun Dr. Mahathir began his primary school at Sekolah Kebangsaan Seberang Perak, Alor-Setar. Due to Japanese occupation, he had withdrawn out from the Malay school. Looking up on his persistence and determination on continuing his studies, he took a Cambridge senior test and enrolled at King Edward VII College of Medicine in 1947, which is now better known as National University of Singapore. Here, he met his beloved wife, Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah binti Muhammad Ali. While studying, Tun Dr. Mahathir was also an avid writer, particularly about the issues faced by the Malays. He actively wrote for the newspaper now known as The Straits Times using his pen name Cik Dek. After he graduated in Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery (MBBS) in 1953, he started his first job in Hospital Besar Alor-Setar, Perak. In 1956, he married to Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah and had his first child, Marina, in 1957. He finally opened his own clinic called Maha Clinic, and it was also the first Malay clinic at that time at his own region in Alor-Setar. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad began his political career in 1946 by joining the United Malays National Organisation (UMNO), a party that played a crucial role in advocating for Malay rights and Malaysia's independence. His entry into national politics was marked by his election as the Member of Parliament for Kota Star Selatan in 1964. However, he lost his seat in the 1969 general election, a period during which he remained an outspoken critic of the government. Mahathir rejoined UMNO in 1972, he eventually rising to key positions in the government. He was appointed Minister of Education in 1974 and later became the Deputy Prime Minister in 1976 under the leadership of Tun Hussein On. In 1981, he was sworn in as Malaysia's 4th Prime Minister, a role he held for 22 years, making him the country's longest-serving leader. During his first tenure, he spearheaded Malaysia's modernisation through significant projects such as the Proton National Car Initiative, the Multimedia Super Corridor, and the Vision 2020 Plan, which aimed to make Malaysia a fully developed nation. After retiring in 2003, Tun Dr. Mahathir returned to active politics in 2018 at the age of 92. He led the Pakatan Harapan coalition to a historic victory, becoming Malaysia's 7th Prime Minister. His second tenure focused on combating corruption, particularly addressing the 1MDB scandal and implementing institutional reforms. However, his government faced political instability, leading to his resignation in 2020. Even after stepping down, Tun Dr. Mahathir continued his political participation by founding new political parties. He established Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia (PPBM) in 2016 and later formed Parti Pejuang Tanah Air (Pejuang) in 2020 to further advocate for his vision of governance.
Kuala Lumpur City Central, or known as KLCC, was built on 1993 and the construction finished on 1999. KLCC are located at Jalan Ampang, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. KLCC was officially inaugurated by the 4th Prime Minister, which is Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, on National of Malaysia on 31 August 1999. Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad is the one who started the idea to build the tallest building in the world. Kuala Lumpur City Central is a multi-purpose development area in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. KLCC refers to the area within and surrounding the KLCC park, but the term has also been widely used by the building nearby to the vicinity. It's known worldwide as the crown jewel of Malaysia capital. KLCC represents a seamless blend of innovation, nature and culture. The KLCC complex comprises various structures with the Petronas Twin Tower as its centerpiece. This tower was the tallest building in the world from 1998 to 2004. The height of each tower is 452 meter tall with 88 floors.
The development of Malaysia's Light Rapid Transit System, as known as LRT, is closely linked to the leadership of Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad during his first tenure as Prime Minister of Malaysia from 1981 to 2003. The first projects of LRT, such as the Kelana Jaya and Ampang lines, were launched in the 1990s. In 1990, Taylor Woodrow, a British company, financed and constructed the 850 million Star LRT in Kuala Lumpur, creating one of the largest privately financed infrastructure projects in the world. The older Ampang line, formerly known as Star Line, sistem transit aliran ringan sendirian berhad. The construction started in 1993 and the full system opened to the public in 1998. And the Star Lines is managed the 27-kilometer track that comprises of North-South line and the another going to eastward. Unlike the Kelana Jaya line, Ampang line has drivers. Next, Kelana Jaya lines, is known as Projek Usahasama Transit Ringan Automatic Sendirian Berhad, is driverless automatic system and 29 km long, running between northeast suburbs of Kuala Lumpur and Petaling Jaya to the west of Kuala Lumpur. The construction began on 15 February 1994, about the same time as construction of the Ampang line. This system introduced driverless, fully automated trains, setting new standards for public transit in the region.
Star LRT moves you ahead.
All these initiatives fell in line with Dr. Mahathir's vision for Malaysia to become a development and industrialized country through infrastructure development, optimized in his Vision 2020 outline. Today, the LRT system remains as a vital part of Malaysia's public transportation, showcasing how Dr. Mahathir's infrastructure policies continue to leave their marks on this country.
In 1991, Malaysia Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad launched an ambitious plan to make the country a fully developed industrial nation in order to achieve vision by 2020, which commitment to infrastructure development manifested in the implementation of mega transportation project and airport. The airport provides aircraft maintenance facilities as well as passenger and cargo terminal services. Notable the Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA). It is located in Sepang, Selangor. It was officially opened on June 27, 1998. It replaces the Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah International Airport at Subang as the main gateway into the nation. Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) was developed as part of Malaysia's airport to modernize national infrastructure as a regional hub for aviation, trade and tourism. It also operated by Malaysia's Airport Holding Berhad and stand as a testament to Malaysia's ambition to become a global transportation hub. It also designed by renowned Japanese architect Kishore Kurokawa. Concept of the airport in the forest or tropical splendor of its natural resources was declared the winner based on his ideas of metabolism and symbiosis. This aimed at developing Malaysia as a key transit and aviation hub in Southeast Asia to enhancing capacity and connectivity. Tun Dr. Mahathir highlighted the need for an advanced airport to manage increasing passenger volumes and cargo traffic. It designed to cater up to 125 million passengers annually with plan for multiple terminal and satellite building. Thus, an airport and more specifically the terminal building can be used to project an image of modernity in developing countries have understood that a terminal are gateway that open their country to the world. The architecture and design of Kuala Lumpur International Airport incorporate the element of Malaysian culture, highlighted the nation heritage while providing a welcoming environment for international visitors. Besides the physical elements, visitors can also experience a slice of the region's culture without leaving the building and extend their travel experience by consuming more of what they enjoy throughout their trip. This is the opportunity to educating foreigners of Malaysian culture during their arrival at the airport. Shown the part of technological and industrial development in Malaysia, this was aligned with the nation's broader ambition to modernise its economy and infrastructure, which incorporating advanced technology. Kuala Lumpur International Airport was equipped with state-of-the-art systems such as implementing advanced systems like Total Airport Management System, in streamlined airport operation, air traffic management and passenger handling. It also introduced modern security and facial recognition systems to enhance efficiency and safety. On to May 2014, Kuala Lumpur International Airport 2 was purpose-built to accommodate the rapid growth of budget airlines.
Putrajaya is Malaysia's modern administrative capital and a key milestone in the country's development efforts. The decision to build the city was made in 1993, with the master plan finalized in 1994. Construction began in 1995, and by 1919, government offices began moving from Kuala Lumpur to ease overcrowding and lack of space in the city. By 2005, most government ministries had shifted to Putrajaya, though a few, such as the Ministry of Defence and the Ministry of Works, remain in Kuala Lumpur. Today, Putrajaya serves as the nation's administrative and diplomatic hub and is a symbol of Malaysia's visions for progress and advancement. Today, Putrajaya serves as the nation's administrative and diplomatic hub, which is a symbol of Malaysia's vision for progress and advancement.
Tun Dr. Mahathir has emphasized education and human capital development by promoting STEM education and introducing the Look East policy to instill work ethic inspired by Japan and South Korea, and championed a curriculum emphasizing holistic development, which improved productivity and discipline. This approach elevated literacy rate and expanded access to higher education, helping Malaysia transition into knowledge-driven society. He also envisioned Malaysia as a regional education hub, successfully attracting international students and fostering global collaborations in academia. He also expanded access to healthcare and implemented poverty alleviation and social equity programs under the new economic policy to uplifting rural community. This initiative significantly improved the quality of life of Malaysians.
Proposition for you to come and share our vision to build the perfect multimedia hub through a mutually beneficial relationship.
During ASEAN financial crisis, Tun Dr. Mahathir's approach stood out because he rejected the International Monetary Fund structure adjustment policy, which other affected nations adopted. Instead, he implemented measures that preserve Malaysia's economic sovereignty, that include currency control, economic stimulus, stock market protections, and the creations of Dana Harta and Dana Modal. This bold strategy allowed Malaysia to recover faster than its neighbour, achieving economic stabilizations by the year 2000. Malaysia experienced economic modernizations during the reign of Tun Dr. Mahathir. He has transitioned Malaysia from an agriculture to industrial economy. His economic transitions emphasizing export-oriented growth in electronic and manufacturing. He He also launched initiatives like the Multimedia Super Corridor to position Malaysia as a technology hub. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's political contribution to Malaysia was significant and transformative. He introduced reform that reshaped the political landscape of Malaysia. Among his contributions were political stability and unity. He emphasized political stability in Malaysian multi-ethnic society and implemented the new economic policy to address socio-economic disparities among ethnic groups, foster national unity and economic progress. He focused on affirmative action policy aimed to uplift the Bumiputra community while promoting inclusivity. During Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's second tenure as Prime Minister in 2018, he focused on addressing corruption and governance issues, particularly in the aftermath of 1MDB scandal involving the previous administrations. He took several concrete steps to strengthen Malaysia's anti-corruption framework, such as investigating the 1MDB scandal, reforming anti-corruption institutions, and asset recovery and financial transparency.
Here are recommendations for those challenges faced by Tun Dr. Mahathir. In September 1998, Malaysian authorities launched a policy package designed to insult monetary policy from external volatility. Measures include an exchange rate pegged to the US dollar and selected exchange and capital control, complemented by a fiscal stimulus package that stepped up capital spending. This measure permitted the subsequent lowering of interest rates. The authorities also pursued fundamental reform in the financial and corporate sector, including the bank consolidation program and upgrading for prudential regulation and supervision in line with international best practices. Recommendation for Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad policy face criticism for perpetuating ethnic division by implementing shift to need-based policy, not to ethic-based. Replace ethnic-based affirmative action with policies that assist all Malaysians in need, regardless of ethnicity. It would help reduce economic gaps among the poor across all ethnic groups. Alleviate this dissatisfaction among non-Malay communities who feel marginalized. Recommendation for the last challenges is implement capital control to stabilize the economy and mitigate the effect of currency speculation during the 1997 to 1998 Asian financial crisis. This includes fixing the exchange rate of the Malaysian ringgit and restricting the outflow of funds, shielding the economy from further acceleration.
Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad leadership has left indelible marks on Malaysia, shaping the nation's political, economic and social landscape. As the longest-serving Prime Minister, he succeeded in helping many Malaysians by opening up job opportunities in industrial sector, which has reducing the cost of living and fostering economic growth until Malaysia was introduced as the developing country in the eyes of the world. This reflected his commitment to build a developed and self-reliant nation. While his tenure was not without controversy, including criticisms of his authority leadership style, his contributions to Malaysia's progress remain significant. Tun Dr. Mahathir's legacy is one of resilience, bold decision-making, and unwavering dedications to national development, securing his place as a pivotal figure in Malaysia's history.